infamous assassin of the 6th universe. Just why are you here?
To make the donuts.
Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
Don't forget to join our perfect world and become part of our team by hitting that subscribe button and of course turning on that bell notification so you never miss an episode. Dragon Ball Super episode 110, the best episode in Dragon Ball Super of all time, was better in Japanese. And it's not the English dub's fault. I mean, they had a steep hill to climb. First of all, I would say maybe 80% of the fandom already seen this episode in Japanese a year ago. The hype for this episode was at its all-time high a year ago. So people that are reviewing, that are reacting to it now, that never seen the Japanese version, they're a little behind, especially since the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie already came out. But overall, I think that the episode is definitely worth a watch, especially in English, because you have some really good English voice acting when it comes to, obviously, Sean Schemmel. I mean, he is the star of this episode. Obviously, it is Goku's Ultra Instinct episode, and he is the star. He shines the brightest, and he gets the most badass English roar for Ultra Instinct that I could ever imagine, and I think it's better than the Japanese version. Then of course we have Jiren's voice, which I was a fan of instantly since I watched his English dub a while back. I haven't really been able to watch the English episodes on Toonami because I normally work on Saturday nights, but I have heard his voice and I definitely love it. This is the first time I'm hearing Belmont's voice and instantly love it. Instantly love it. And then you got Whis' reaction, and it is just so phenomenal. The voice actor for Whis is on his A game as well in this episode.
Hoped for this! But I have to admit, I wasn't sure if the Saiyan would ever be able to achieve it! Then you know what's happened to him? Yes, I believe so! Oh, I have tried to steer him towards this forever!
And ultimately, just rewatching the episode really gave me goosebumps, really hyped me up, and gave me that nostalgia that I had, because this episode in Japanese, this was the peak of Dragon Ball Super, in my opinion. The first official run, this was the peak of it. This was the hype. I remember this, and I will always remember this, but there are issues in the episode. Number one,
Autonomous Ultra Instinct.
Now this is the least issue of the issues, because yeah, they really had no choice. They had two separate reasons for putting Autonomous in front of Ultra Instinct that I can think of. Number one, they had to throw in the word Megate, which means move on your own, essentially. So Autonomous is what that means, even though Autonomous sounds robotic, I guess. And in English, it doesn't sound very good, but for those of you guys who are first tuning in for Dragon Ball, just call it Ultra Instinct. It's not Autonomous Ultra Instinct, it's Ultra Instinct. And the other thing that I can think of is throwing in Autonomous synced up the lips for Beerus pretty well, I think. So this part, Autonomous Ultra Instinct, I really don't have too much of a problem with. Ultimate Battle,
Look how they massacred my boy.
I'm sorry, but this is terrible, and every single time I hear it in the English dub, it's just gonna be terrible and worse and worse. Ultimate Battle is one of the shining stars of the Tournament of Power. Every time it comes on, you know shit's about to go down. You know that Goku's about to get Ultra Instinct and someone's about to get their ass beat, and then Goku goes back to normal, basically. And so every time you heard it in Japanese, that shit got you hyped. This English version, it's terrible. I don't know why they decided to change this. I don't know why they just didn't go with the Japanese version, which is so much better. It has so much more energy into it, so much more emotion, so much more enthusiasm, and the English version sounds just so lackluster. so boring. I don't know why they made this change, but it is going to be distracting from here on out. Ultimately, I think that episode 110 delivers what the Japanese version did, at least 90% of what the Japanese version did. But for you English fans, you guys are going to love it regardless, because this episode, I'm not even bullshitting you. To me, this was the best episode of Dragon Ball Super. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.